Hey everybody, it's Paul Gross from the Dark Arts Wizard, and you notice I got the new wizard hat on, so that means we're going to do some new stuff. Alright, so on my last video, the demo we did, we were working with the internet, which is kind of a simple interface, and a lot of people wrote in and say, well, that's cool that you can work with that, but can you work with stuff like, React or Vue? How about that? So I went and found myself a nice little website called testRigor. I'm going to click on Docs and Support over here, and what I want to do is hover over all products, and then I'm going to go and take a look. We've got Angular, React, Vue. So I'm going to take a look at React, and then we want to actually take a look at Docs and Demos. And under Docs and Demos, we've got Animation. So we're going to click on Expand, and here we have our Expand demo. So the way this works is that if you click on Animate, you'll get a little pop-up field that says Content. If you click it again, it goes away, and if we click on Horizontal, we're going to click on Animate, and it's got content again, and it goes away. So that's our basic navigation and demo. So let's go write this inside of testRigor. So let's see where I start off with. I said I clicked Docs and Support, and then I went and hovered over all products, and then I clicked on UI for React, and then I clicked Docs and Demos. We clicked on Expand, and we're going to check. We're going to do our negative test first. Check that the page does not contain content, and then we want to click Animate. Then we'll check that the page contains content, and then we click on Animate again, and we check that page does not contain content, and then we are going to click on Horizontal, and I'm just going to let testRigor guess if that's a button or a radio button. We're going to check that it does not contain this. Click on Animate, check that it does contain, and then repeat all that. Let's give this a run and see how close I got to the actual test. And it is going to go and start executing our test. So there we go. We've got Docs and Support. Now let me click on this and just see if we got the right one over here. Docs and Support is actually listed up there. You may not be able to see it, so I'll zoom in. And we can zoom right up here, Docs and Support. One thing I want to keep in mind is that when we did the screen capture, it wasn't just this part of the screen. It got the whole thing all the way down to the bottom, including the stuff that wasn't on the screen. Let's see. We are clicking on Docs and Demos. We click on Expand. Well, did we find Expand? Looks like we did find Expand there, so I'll just zoom in real quick and take a look. And yes, we did find Expand. That's cool. Oh, there's a hover for it. Let's just make sure that the hover actually worked. So the hover went over all products here, and once we went on the hover, so I click on hover all products, right? And that gave me the drop down where we were finding React. So that hover actually gave us the React for this over here. That's good. And then we clicked on it. All right. So let's see what happened here. Oh no! Oh, this is not good. We've got an error in here. It says check page does not contain content. Well, I'm pretty sure when we did this that it does not contain content. It does not. I'm going to go zoom in here just to show you. So the tool is telling us, yeah, it does contain content. Well, where is it? It should be highlighted in green somewhere. Okay, down here. Why is this looking at this? We use cookies to personalize content. We found the word content. It's actually on the screen. So we need to be a little bit more descriptive as to where that content field should appear. So let me zoom in here. Maybe we can find a way to re-edit this. So content is actually near animate. So I'm pretty sure that this content is nowhere near animate. So why don't we rewrite the test and see if we can get this to find the code closer to animate. So we said check page does not contain content near animate. Do that. That's cool. And we're going to go do something kind of cool. I'm going to do find and replace. And what I'm going to do to find and replace is check page does not contain content, and we're going to replace it with near animate. I'm going to find all. It finds one. We can check on that and say replace all. Near animate, near animate. Everything is set for near animate. And then we'll do the same thing for the ones that say that are not near animate. So let's go and find and replace. And I will pop this in here and pop this in here and say near animate. I'll go find everything that lists every test. And there was only one, so I'm going to replace what's selected. Cool. Let's go back and edit our test case. Take a look what it says. Yeah, everything says now that we check the page contains content or does not contain content. Let's give this another run. And now check that page does not contain content near animate. And sure enough, it does not. And we're checking that it does not contain. Check page does contain content near animate. And you can see when we zoom in that we do see content near animate in this area, not being confused by the content that is down here. That, I think, is super cool. All right, well, we can work with this inside of good old React. Now, does it also do it in Vue? So to get to this, we're going to go to Docs and Support, and then we will go to All Products, and we'll look at Vue. And under Vue, we will have Docs and Support, and then click on Demos. And here we might have our animation. Well, it's in here somewhere. I'll show you how to get to it. It's not listed on this page, but if we go to Data Navigation, we'll go to Animation. And under Animation, it was the API that we were using for the demo. And we have Expand. And this is our Expand Props demo. Now that was a lot of extra steps in order to get to where we needed to go. Why don't we just take this URL and put that into our test? I'm going to go I'm going to edit my old test case. We're going to grab everything that's in there, copy it, close it. We're going to add a new custom test case. testRigor demo in Vue. I'm going to paste all that stuff in there. Most of it works really great. So what I want to do is replace this with open URL. And the URL I want is the expand props, this one right here. So I'm going to go copy that and paste that in. And now let's give this a run with our new testRigor demo. We have a question mark here because we are actually spinning up a brand new virtual environment. In the previous test case, the virtual environment stays open for a few minutes so that we don't have to spend the time going and launching all that over and over again in case we happen to run multiple test cases at it. And here we go. And sure enough, we worked. Animate does not contain content near it as our final step, but over here we are going to validate that content does appear as an element near animate. Alright, well, I'm Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard, and I hope you've enjoyed this demo of testRigor working with both React and Vue, and you'll have a lot more coming up shortly. If you enjoyed this video, please do check out these over here, and I'll have lots more videos. So please do subscribe and share, and have yourself a great day.